So, Battlefield Firestorm is coming out sometime around middle of March when a new Tides of War chapter starts. But so far, there hasn't been much information on it. Well, I think that might have changed today. On Reddit, a site that I basically never go on, but I'm glad it exists anyway, a user by the name Temporal? Bro, can't pronounce your name. But this user uploaded new Firestorm info and details, what we can learn from the game files about Battle Royale mode in Battlefield. And there is some incredibly interesting things in here. Now, I would take all of this with a grain of salt. Obviously, this person could be lying. It is possible. I honestly, just from reading it, I don't necessarily get that vibe from it. I have a feeling that this is legitimate, but I will not say with certainty that it is. These things happen, but here's to hoping at least. So, let's go through what is in this post and see what we can make of the new game mode. So, the link to this post will be in the description. You can go read it yourself, but I will go down the list of information that it goes through. Now, apparently this information came directly from the game's files, as the user puts it. There will be 3 variants of Firestorm. There will be a solo, duo, squad, with a maximum player count of 64. Typical Battlefield classes may be present, and they may be choosable. It seems that it might have a separate ranking system from typical multiplayer, and it will probably occur alongside the Tides of War. The code says that there is a connection between Firestorm and Tides of War. It takes place in Norway, however we already knew that through the new photo that was released of the map. You parachute from a plane into the war zone, I am assuming very similar to the airborne game mode. And your HUD will show an altimeter during the free fall and the parachuting. In terms of gameplay, if you get shot down by an enemy, you enter a downed state, where you can crawl but presumably not fight. There are various hints to a third-person camera, but they are always part of the parachute start and when you get downed or killed. So I'm assuming the third-person camera will not be available for typical gameplay. You have an inventory where you store your loot, and loot has 4 types of rarity, and you can find better backpacks to store this loot. The map features safes that can be open. There are dynamic objectives on the map which you can capture. Resupply points as mentioned later in the post. In terms of weapons, there will be 4 tiers. And the HUD can feature 6 types of ammo: LMG, pistol, rifle, shotgun, SMG, and sniper. Also, it seems that there will be weapon specializations in the game, but I highly doubt this will be based on your current specializations from your company. I have a feeling this will be a type of pickup, sort of like picking up a hop-up from Apex Legends, but that's just speculation. You can find and use bandages and medic bags, small and large, and healing might take some time due to the code saying there is an apply sequence. There are 3 tiers of armor vests, and there's a special kind of armor plate without any tiers. In terms of vehicles, it appears that vehicles themselves actually use fuel as a resource, and therefore cannot be used without limitations. The Tiger and Valentine tanks are currently the only ones that are connected to Firestorm, so they might be the only tanks in the game mode. Other vehicles, such as the Half-Tracknomag, Kubelwagen, Kettenkrach, the tractor, obviously, will all appear in the Firestorm game mode. One interesting vehicle though that might appear in Firestorm is an AI-controlled Stuka as a reinforcement. There is also mentions of a helicopter, which, wow. Now on to reinforcements. You can unlock and call in reinforcements, and the following will be present. There is an artillery strike. You can call in a vehicle. There is a reinforcement called Danger Zone, which so far has no information on it. There's a supply drop, a strafing run, likely controlled by the AI Stuka, and a V1 rocket. A V1 rocket in a Battle Royale mode. And on to the final part of this post, it talks about the statistics that will be tracked. It seems that solo, duo, squad wins, they will all be tracked. Your total amount of kills, revives, your supply drops opened, and vehicles destroyed, and vehicle kills and such. All of that will be tracked. Some things will be shown at the end of the round, such as, your damage downs, gadget kills, revives, road kills, all that stuff. And on a comparison screen, it will show score, kills, players down, team kills, pretty basic, just statistic stuff. Finally, do I trust this post? Personally, yes. I have a very strong feeling that this is an actual Battlefield player who really dug through game files and found all this. It hasn't been confirmed as of yet by another source. We are still waiting for it to be confirmed, so I would not take this as fact at all. However, it sounds very similar, or well, really exactly how Criterion has described the Battlefield Battle Royale experience would be. If I were to imagine a Battlefield game with a Battle Royale, and to put that Battlefield spin on it, this would kind of how I'd imagine it. So far, after hearing this information, I'm pretty excited for the mode, and I really can't wait to hear from all of the people invited to go play it next week, such as Jack Frags and Westy and such. I really can't wait to see their gameplay, because this Battle Royale, Firestorm, is one of the things that's keeping me really excited for Battlefield 5. In other Battlefield related news, there was a new map, or at least a location that was leaked through the game files as well, just like the Firestorm leak was. This map takes place in Provence, France, a region in southern France that is pretty much right on the border with Italy. Its place in World War II is pretty significant because it was essentially where the Allies landed during Operation Dragoon, or at least near the landing site. Operation Dragoon was when the 7th United States Army, alongside the Free French, invaded southern France and pushed into the rest of France and Italy. Now, we only have one picture of this map, and we're not even quite sure if it is a multiplayer map. I mean, I have a strong feeling it is, but there's always that chance. But when you analyze the picture, it seems to be set during the Lavender Festival that takes place every year in Provence. As you can tell, there are lavender fields off to the left of the picture, but there's also a banner. These would be commonly shown during the Lavender Festival in France. Now, there's been a lot of speculation as to where this village is, which village is it, what province is it in France, what commune. And I know names have been thrown around, such as a commune of Anon. I know Westy talked about that. It might be the village of Salt. It looks very similar to the village of Salt as shown in this picture. So nobody really knows yet exactly what village it is, but we do get the general area, and we do get its significance in World War II as being part of Operation Dragoon. Now, being part of Operation Dragoon, I have a very strong feeling that this means in the future, maybe our next location, or maybe down the line in Tides of War, because any significant battles here took place in 1944. I guess you could say that this is part of the invasion from Italy alongside the German invasion earlier on in the war. I feel like that'd be a weird time to place this in. So maybe this is something far down the line. This actually could be something that's, really close by, like a few months away. We don't know yet. All we know is pretty much what's in this picture. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but I don't know if you can get up to 1,000 with this one. I did mention Italy there though, and thinking about that, it's got me kind of excited because earlier, I think months ago, there were leaked customization options, like hundreds and hundreds of them, and for both Allied and Axis. And a lot of the Axis ones that were leaked were like Italian. They were not usually Italian uniforms, but there was a lot of Italian helmets and such. One of them being the lobster armor, worn by the Arditi during World War I, at least as displayed by Battlefield 1. and there were some colonial helmets and such from the Italian army and all that. So who knows, maybe we'll be getting a lot of Italian customization soon, and that I would be really hyped for. But anyways, that's all I really have for today. I had another video planned, but with the new capture card, it's kind of being a pain in the ass. So maybe I'll get another video out there soon. But anyways, thanks for watching.